What's up, guys? Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles. How is everyone doing on this? I'm sure it's very busy Thursday night. We got Cesar Joel in the house, my favorite guy, JJ Vallis, Joshua NG. What's up, man? Yeah, JJ, there's big news. Boxer, what's up, man? I appreciate you guys showing up. I know it's Christmas time. I know everybody is super busy and you have a lot of stuff on your brain, a lot of responsibilities with your families and stuff. And I appreciate everybody coming here. Um, and Gordon, what's up, man? And let's get it started, man. Let's not waste a bunch of time and dilly dally. I do have some questions for you guys. What's up, Monday? Vincent Pasquale. I got a couple questions I want to hear from. Matt Clausen's in the house. Um, First things first, guys. I always have this question. Who's booked anything lately? What have you booked lately? I am curious to hear from you guys. I do want to share. I don't think I've shared this with the audience just yet, but I know the last live I talked about moving my trip from Morocco to Lima, Peru. But I did book all that. I booked. Interesting. It was a different kind of booking than it originally was. So I booked American Airlines business class from Columbus to Miami to Lima. And I booked what I thought was an interesting property. I booked with choice points. And I'll kind of explain that here in a minute. Javier Ortiz is from the PR. What's up, man? Boxer did a Hilton property through the Capital One portal. Okay. I'm really trying to get people to not be afraid of those portals. I think that, there's going to be times when that portal does make sense, and don't be scared. Oh, JJ booked Christmas in Seattle. Nice move, man. I dream of going away for Christmas, and I hope in a year or two, maybe 3, maybe 4, that we can do that. Ryan booked an expensive flight to Puerto Rico for a cruise. Nice, man. Hey, that might be expensive, but Puerto Rico is a nice place to visit, especially in the wintertime. I can remember back in 1996, if any of you guys were alive then, I had just joined the Navy in the summer of 95, and I had just got to my first ship just before Christmas, 1995. And the following month in January, we sailed to Puerto Rico. 18 years old down in Puerto Rico. Super great place. Really fun. Joshua NG needs to go to a festival in October. Yeah, I like your style, man. I'm looking for next October right now as well. I'm trying to figure out where we want to go for our 5-day trip. Oh, Monday's going to Chicago tomorrow. A free night certificate at Hyatt. Nice, on the river. I'm sure Chicago's going to be nice and warm. It's super cold here. Oh, Cesar. It's 90 degrees down with Cesar in Puerto Rico. Nice. Vincent Pascal, thank you, sir. We appreciate you getting ahead of Xavier. Appreciate all you guys stopping in tonight because, like I said, I know you're super busy. It's that time of year, but we do have some news to get to. But let me here we go. Cities getting AA, huge buff. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here. We're just in a minute. I want to give everybody David today. Well, they signed. They went public with the agreement today. They extended their relationship for 10 years, and they will become the exclusive credit card partner. So they'll be buying the books on Barclays. Aruba. Hey, Rich with Points. What's up, guys? Hey, if you guys didn't watch my couple videos ago, I kind of took some inspiration from Rich with Points, and I use his website, richwithpoints.com. And if you haven't checked it out yet, you have to. It's a super good vehicle or a super good tool to find out exactly what you're earning. Because if you're like me, the emotional stuff gets in the way. Even the marketing gets in the way. Even the way the card looks seems to get in the way. But with Rich with Points, his website, you can get down to the base math. And that should help you if you have any decisions about your setup. I just booked Grand Cayman, the IHG Indigo. Oh, Seafire didn't have any reward nights. Oh, we are going back to the Seafire next year, and I'm bringing some extra people. Really excited about that. Love Grand Cayman. Rather be cold, but Christmas lights. Oh yeah, Christmas lights in Chicago, man. I like your style. All right, Rich says you guys blew up his subscriber count. So, like I said, if you haven't checked him out yet, go check him out. He should be getting super close to that coveted 1,000 subscriber mark, where you can get a little bit of money out of Google once you hit 1,000 subscribers. Anthony and Lexi from Destin, what's up, man? I have a buddy who just bought a place down in Destin. Uh, Everyone around here in Ohio loves Destin. What do we got here? Johnny Mess, what's up, man? Appreciate you stopping by. Julius, with CSR VX being your travel dealer, do you think Aspire can still? Yeah, absolutely. The Aspire is such a powerful card and an awesome card. I don't have one right now, but I do have 3 Hilton hotels booked in Italy in June, and I don't think I want to go to Italy without my diamond status. So we may be upgrading back. We'll see. Oh, guys, Rich with points at 939. Let's help a brother out. He made a website that's free to use that we can all use. If you haven't subscribed to him, go subscribe. Let's get this dude over 1,000 ASAP. I don't build websites and I don't have that type of skill, but I imagine that's a ton of work that we can all benefit from. LA Gaming, the emotional side should get in the way. We all like, yeah, you're right, man. We don't want to have a Quicksilver. You're right. The emotional part is the fun part. Like we like to do what we like to do. Boxer. Anyone can make a video how to book through alliance programs. With Citi Airline is not on that point system, but some. I'm trying to think if I've done that before. I've done Virgin bookings before they were, I guess they're Sky Team now, but before they were Sky Team. Yeah, we're going to get back to some redemption videos, and I hope to have a couple of them done in December. Andrew Beach is going to Nashville. That is super exciting. Nashville, a lot of people really like Nashville. I guess not really my thing, but I can respect it. It's a cool place. Frugal Dad checking in from Las Vegas tonight, flying home tomorrow. Nice, man. Vegas is definitely a super cool spot. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Question of the year, MR. If I'm buying a flight for a friend using points, how do I calculate what I ask them to pay me back? Full cash price of the ticket doesn't seem fair. I don't think I agree with you. You guys chime in. So you booked your friend ticket with your points and miles. Here's my 2 options, man. You do it for free, you don't charge them anything, or you charge them the price of the ticket. I think both is fair. If you have the ability to just get them, and here's what I do with my friends. I say, no, don't worry about it. You get it back in a way that you think is fair. And here's the deal: you learn a lot about your friend either way. But most of your good friends are probably going to hit you back with a little more value than what you did. Either way, it's nice of you to be able to do that. And some of your friends are not going to pay you back, and you've learned a lesson. And some of your friends might not be able to. So if you have a friend that you know is not able to, just do it for them. Okay. The NC Train boys got all the Hilton honors points. I'm waiting for the first of the year to buy the maximum of Hilton points. So let me explain. Let me go back with this. Book anything lately? I booked American Airlines business down there and back, and I booked my first choice hotel. It's a Radisson, something in Spanish, something fancy in Spanish, but it's a Radisson hotel, and I got 1.31 cents per point with choice points. So I've always said you can get really good value. I think 1.31 and these are not transferred from Citi or Wells. So these are points that I earned from a choice card. So 1.13 for hotel points. I guess the winner, man. And it is in the spot I want to stay in. So I'm awful proud of that. I'm really excited about it. Just Ian's in San Juan, man. 85 and sunny. Blue Delta first class on a companion, sir. You are killing the game today, sir. 100%. David Williams says the connection in the video is bad. Anybody else feeling that way? I don't have any other indication that that's the case. Oh, Scott C says, yeah, bad connection. Well, I have had days where the internet wasn't great in my house, and I don't know what to do about that. So I apologize. Yeah, yes, they are. Let's see here. Okay, so we are having some trouble. We'll see. I don't honestly, guys. I don't have the expertise or the knowledge to even troubleshoot it. The last time I troubleshot, everything was fine. It just wasn't. Oh man, yeah, Boxer. I know who Max Headroom is. That's unfortunate. You're starting to get off Fortnite. I don't think the boy is on. Let me text the wife. Let me real quick. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Connection's choppy. Okay, so I just what's up, Kiki? I just told the wife to have the boy log off Fortnite. He's not on Fortnite, but or maybe he is. Who knows? Ian, someone has to be real. You're right. You're right, man. Okay. Max Headroom haven't seen since 2015. Max Headroom was 90s or 80s, right? Where are we at here? I don't. We're not going to restart. We're going to continue on. We're going to try to make it work. What's the points in the house? So possibly adding the transfer. We're going to get in all that. I'm wondering if it should affect my strategy, sending more MR points to Alaska. Don't want to be too much. Well, let's yeah, we're going to have to fix the internet. I have a business internet connection with Spectrum, so it was always good at Stan, and then this time. All right, that's okay. So we're going to talk about real quick. I don't want to go too far into the city thing because I don't think they announced a whole lot of details. Michael Pitt just hit the sub on the Qatar Airways card. Nice. Currently running a 4 times in dining. Okay, definitely hit those 4 times in dining. It's awesome. So Citi seems like they've announced that they will become the exclusive card issuer of American Airlines cards, leaving Barclays out in the cold. I guess Citi is going to purchase the back books and backlogs with Barclays. So here's the question, guys. I'm going to say this is a positive thing because almost everybody I know has been waiting for or speculating that Citi would end up having American Airlines as a transfer partner. I don't the whole speculation that there'll be a devaluation. I think that's maybe a Chicken Little, sky's falling, because guess what? They all devalue all the time. So a devaluation is happening. I don't think Citi gaining American Airlines as a transfer partner is going to devalue the currency and make everything bad. They're going to devalue most likely. But for me, let me ask you guys a question. Okay, David Williams says this. Okay, so something worked. It's better now. I'm glad. All right. So let me ask you guys a question. Citi, at some point, let's face it, at some point it is very likely they will have American Airlines as a transfer partner. You'll still need to get the American Airlines cards to kind of purchase your way towards status, but you should be able to transfer Citi thank you points one day to American Airlines. Does that change your strategy? And does that make Citi much more appealing to you? I can tell you for me, that is quite a bit of a big deal. This definitely changes my direction as far as what I need to use to spend, because I highly value American airline miles. I love Alaskan miles. And I actually used Alaskan miles to book that Lima trip on American Airlines. Yeah, you're right, Ian. I think somebody turned off their Fortnite stream or something. Okay. So what do you guys think? Are you excited about Citi doing this? And are you going to be applying for some Citi cards after you get done applying for the Barclays cards? Professor X is in the house. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the comment, Professor X. I'm probably not going to get the Amex Centurion card, but you never know, man. You never know. Gordon says he's got it. He's about to start the apps to Citi. The problem with Citi, guys, is going to be not the problem, but the 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 con with Citi is you're not going to be able to earn as many sign up bonuses as you would with Chase or American Express. So with Citi, I think you're going to have to really dig in and maybe go with this player two strategy. You're going to have to start logging when you got their cards so you can get another one 4 years later. You can get a Strata Premier bonus every 4 years. But here is a couple good things about Citi. Here's one of my favorite things about Citi. You can get the American Airlines Citi cards every 48 months and get a bonus, but you can also get an American Airlines Citi card. A lot of times they have the first year annual fee waived, and then you can product change it across families. So, for instance, my example would be to get the consumer version of the American Airlines Citi card, get the bonus. The first year annual fee might be waived. When the annual fee hits, you change it to a custom cash. Assuming you have the Premier and assuming this deal does happen where you can transfer, now you've got an even better American Airlines earning card. And if you play your cards right, you could possibly get an American Airlines Citi card right about every 12 or 18 months. You could get the business. Then you could get the consumer card. Then you could get the executive platinum consumer card. Then you could get the no annual fee kind of chintzy card. All those can be turned into custom caches later on, potentially. Potentially. So, and maybe Citi stops that because that's a great play. Maybe we can still do it. So it sounds like some folks might be a little pessimistic about the deal, but a lot of you guys are really wanting those American Airline points. Yeah, like Filmo says, people go crazy over Hyatt points. American Airlines will break the YouTubes. I think you're right, man, because American Airlines points right now, before any potential devaluation, are worth, in my opinion, they're worth more than any other legacy carrier. They're probably worth 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 cents per point in a lot of cases. And if they do devalue that, yeah, let's say they devalue the domestic stuff here. I don't really care as long as the partner bookings still have a lot of value. You can book Philadelphia to Dublin, Ireland for 40 in business class for 45,000 American Airlines points. So there's tons of really good options there. Where we at here? John's a Delta flyer, and hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Delta, I would say it's pretty well agreed upon that Delta has the best hard product, and probably the cheapest currency. Mostly free travels in the house. I don't know where she's coming from or going to, but she's generally traveling. So I'm sure it's if she is at home, it's only for a few days. Ryan's going to be moving some spend to the Strata. Okay, and I think I am too, man. I just finished using my Strata for some retention offer spend, and I may just keep it where it is in the rotation. It's actually a really good card for that. Michael Pythium's in it, and he's in it with Citi. He likes the news. Oh, Carlos. Is it my Carlos or somebody else Carlos? I'm thinking somebody else Carlos because my Carlos has not been to El Ibirito. I don't speak Spanish, guys. Sorry. I have like the Appalachian Spanish where I can say hola. Joshua lives near United hubs. He's going to stick with United. American Airlines transfer part definitely makes City a lot more competitive. See, my thing is I don't have a majority airline in my airport. If there was a majority airline, it's Southwest, and I don't really consider them a real airline. Real question is asked: is it worth burning a 524 slot for the Strata Premier? What do you guys think? My answer has always been yes, 100%. Um, I, I think a better question would be, is it worth burning 524 slots for the City Premier? As long as you can get Chase cards, who cares what your 524 status is? And I don't know, maybe this is just kind of a style thing, but I don't always need to be eligible for Chase cards. I got 7 of them when I was like 824, 7 of them in 6 months when I was 824. So I don't really worry about that 524 slot. Um, and I do understand why some people do, but I think they're missing out on too much. D Green, City picking up AA is huge. Currently sitting at 224. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to be honest, man. I think as soon as you get a Chase trifecta, whether you want to do the CSR, the Ink Preferred, or the Sapphire, I think once you get a Chase trifecta, then I mean, there's the Ink deal, which is great, but after that, I don't think you really need to care about Chase cards. I don't anyway. I only have a few. I only have 2 personal Chase cards: this Chase Sapphire Reserve and an Amazon card. And there's no personal card I want from them. AA Silver would now become a collector's card. Yeah, I think you're right, but I also think there is a chance that City develops another tier of AA cards. I think. What do you guys think? Will American Airlines cards have enough demand to do like maybe the gold, silver, reserve, like the Delta cards? Do they have enough demand that they'll do 3 tiers? Oh, I'd be interested. Michael says City won't give him another card. You might still have a chance. David Ruiz, how often do you use Flying Blue? I don't know how often I've used them, but I like them. Would you feel comfortable transferring 170K, knowing you'll be looking to cancel the flight you're booking? Oh, so you found Vietnam Airlines SFO to Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City, man. That's a for me. That's an aspirational trip. I would transfer, knowing you would be looking to cancel the flight you're booking. What does that mean? What do you mean by you're going to cancel the flight you're booking? Either way, I would love to fly from SFO to Ho Chi Minh City on Flying Blue with Flying Blue miles on Vietnam Airlines. I would love to do that. Do it, man. Tell me all about it after you get back. Can churn City Strata Premier every 4 years too. So stack them custom caches. Yeah, absolutely. Would rather book Alaska 85K with a stopover in Japan. Yeah, my thing is my trips are so short, I can't really do a stopover and still have enough time to do the other country. So maybe I don't have the perspective. Like I can't leave for more than 5 or 6 days. I mean, the reality is it's better than Citi or any other major bank group not getting AA at all. Yeah, you're right. That it's a little frustrating that they're harder to earn. At least this makes it easier to. I prefer Barclays still being with American, more churning up. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. More opportunities, more competitions, not bad. Um, you're right. Yeah, but that's not the case. It's going to be City. The bright side, I guess, to the less competition is the transfer partner potential, and I do think American Airlines will be a transfer partner with City, And I think that really does tilts the table, man. That changes the game. It absolutely puts Citi much closer than the top two dogs, and I think it puts Citi, um, it moves Citi close to being outpacing Capital One. And I think we have to see what this next Prestige Elite or whatever Strata Elite card looks like, and if that's as good as the old Prestige card, man, it might be a wrap for the game. That Citi might be just killing the game. Young boy trying to cancel all my Amex hotel cards, switch over to Chase, maybe get the Ritz. Oh, man, that's tough. I don't like that idea. John, what's up, man? Thank you, sir. John hitting us with a 2 spot. It's Christmas time. I know all your guys' wallets are tight. They should be because you're out buying gifts and stuff, and I appreciate it, John. Um, thanks for stopping by as well. I know you're busy. Oh, Delta Wi-Fi is no good. Boxer, I got a video coming out Saturday where I address what you're saying, so I won't talk too much about it. But Citi has a couple hotel partners that none of us have really ever looked into. Maybe do some more research on the all Accor Limitless, and I think they have some other preferred something that's newer. I think we need to do some more research on those programs. I think there's some diamonds in the rough there. Yeah. Cesar, I know you asked a question on the community page about this, about running 4 Citi custom caches and a Citi Strata Premier setup. Would I run that? 100%, man. I think that would be I mean, that's going to be hard to beat. Check out my man Rich with Points, his website, and plug that setup in and compare it with some other setups. That's strong, man. That's very strong. The thank you points, I think, I'm a big fan of thank you points. I was not a big fan of the Citi Custom Cache until I got the Strata Premier. And matter of fact, most of the time I had the Citi Custom Cache, it never had a place in my wallet. Now it does. I think in a couple days when my statement closes, I'm going to use it to buy a year's worth of gym membership. So I get, maybe it's like $475. I'll get a ×5 on that, but eventually it'll go back to my gas card. What's the points? They can switch into Alaska status for the next year. Alaska's adding elite qualifying. Yeah, my thing with airline status is I'll never be really interested in it because here's what I have to say about airline status. If you don't have airline status, you don't fly enough to need airline status. And what I mean by that is if you're not already organically meeting the status requirements, then you're not flying enough for the benefits to matter as much. So I'll never have airline status. I say that, but for some reason, Hilton gave me Delta Silver status today. I didn't quite read the response email, but I now have Delta Silver status. So I'm sure it's a 90-day promotion or something. Rodrigo bought a bunch of Avianca Life miles for that 1.16. That's a amazing deal. I might regret it later, but I still think Avianca Life miles are underrated. I am with you, man. One of my favorite currencies. Buying those at that price is amazing. I didn't buy any, and the reason is because I have the Avianca Life miles card, and it wasn't the right time for me to put spend on that card. But when they go back down for sale at that price, I will likely buy quite a few. The Rascals, that's a crazy question, man. The Venture X is an awesome card, if you ask me. And for whatever reason, the video I did Monday on the Venture X card blew up. So thank you guys for that, whoever was responsible for that. But that Venture X video blew up, and really happy about that. You can make the case the Freedom Unlimited is not even worth it. I don't have it. Not saying I would never get it because a bonus is a bonus, but I don't have it. I've never applied for it. Oh, Matt, you're right. They do have 3 tiers. It won't go to 4. I don't because the American Express has 4 then if you count the no annual fee. I think it's possible. Not likely, but I mean, I would be interested. I would be interested in getting all of them. Oh, Elon. Yeah, Philmo's got it right. Any American Airlines card you'll give me, I'll take because they'll eventually become another Citi Custom Cash if I can help it. Whoops. Unless Citi drops the mile up card, slot some sort of silver replacement. Um, yeah, I think that's a possibility, man. I think you could see a complete rework in 2026. That's a long ways away, but I think you could if Citi is doing, and I know some people are negative on what Citi is actually doing, but because it's slow and they're not doing it with a bunch of pizzazz, I I think revamping the entire lineup of the American Airlines cards for the rest of your 10 years with American Airlines, I'm interested. I'm very interested, and I'll be very interested to get as many of those cards as I can. Yeah, Ian, you think you're right. I think those guys. I think a lot of those guys get they get some information a little bit early, and I think they have a lot of rules on how they can report that. Which is another reason why I'm not much of a newsy guy. That's being the newsy guy and dropping stuff first is would be way too stressful for me. Yeah, Matt, I disagree, man. I'm calling it. I'm calling that transfer partnership will be before the 20. It will be sometime in 2025. I really do think that. I think it's all but a done deal. Um, the fact that they can't get rid of Barclays until 26 might be the sticking point, but I'm optimistic that it happens. Maybe there'll be a temporary one like they did a couple years ago. A couple years ago, they had a temporary transfer partner with American Airlines, and I think we might see something like that again. Yeah, I agree. I would. I'm not. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I think so. I'm just an optimistic guy. Sean got it rejected for the saver with a. Yeah, listen, man. Capital One is super frustrating with their approvals. Um, he's got the Venture X, the Quicksilver. Take that Quicksilver and try to product change it to a saver. Um, the naysayers will say you won't get a bonus. I say you're changing a card you'll never use to a card you might use a lot. So who cares about that bonus? I'll be the only YouTuber that says I don't really care about that bonus. I don't care about a $200 bonus in the long run. Capital One exclusive deal with anyone? Man, this is weird because that's a great question. And here's why I think it's a great question. I think things are happening really fast in this credit card space. And it's, I would never try to predict or speculate anything, but yeah, I think it's possible, man. I think Capital One, if they want to continue this arms race to second place, I think it's possible. And I think Capital One has probably had a lot of success with the Venture X and and how with the lounges and things like that because I think they've probably I don't look at their financials and stuff like that or their stock, but I would probably say that that's been a success, and I think they could do with continuing that. What's up, Tio Rico? For a beta trader. Okay, what's I have a CSP, Freedom Unlimited, Venture X, and Saver card. I have a hotel for hotel. I have the Hilton Surpass. Um, see it. No, you might. I mean, you're asking me. I think you might be set. You don't need anything else at all. Um, you could throw a Strata Premier and a custom cash in there, but I think you have a really good base, and I think you can kind of move in any direction you want, and still have those cards you have as as your base. I might change the Freedom Unlimited to a Freedom card. I don't Freedom Unlimited to me sucks. Got denied for the City Business card. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Did I apply for the The consumer card. I don't know. I've gotten 2 of the business cards. So apply for Barclays. Yeah, well, Barclays now. Yeah, I think so. I think you get that Barclays card with the easy sign up. I think you go get the Hawaiian Airlines Barclays card if you can. I think you get all those. Yeah, L-Man Gaming, you have a point, man. All data points show that if you're a churner, already have the Venture X, you're going to have to apply for the saver without the bonus. I think I agree that's probably the case, and I also agree, or I also say that that's probably um, okay. I think it's okay. I don't mind. I did it. MJ says they're going to enable mortgage payments soon. Any thoughts? I'll believe it when I see it. I know, and this is why I say that. I know they just had an announcement, and I think they said in the future that it'll be possible. But as far as I know, you have to use a certain realtor, and then you get points for that purchase. Um, and maybe I'm being pessimistic here, but the first time everyone brought it up was someone tweeted them and said, "How about mortgages?" And they said, "You never know." And 70 people reported that Bilt was working on mortgages to earn points. Really wasn't the case. So I think when they did that, they got a ton of energy and they got a ton of publicity. So I think when they say they're working on getting mortgages, that's definitely going to stir the pot and get that much more. I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. It'd be great if they did, but I'll believe it when I see it. Mostly free travel. Would you apply for the Barclays? Oh, um, to me, this is the thing. To me, Alaska miles and AA miles are almost the same thing. So if I had to pick one, I'm probably going to go with the 70,000 miles, um, depending on your situation. But for me, Alaska miles are, I'll never fly an Alaskan flight. So they're good for partners and American Airlines, the same as American Airlines miles are for. So I want a bunch. I want as many as I can of both of those. T.O. Rico, just become a channel member. Very cool, Tio. We're gonna start fleshing out in 2025 some more member benefits, and I'm gonna be getting with you guys to see what exactly is a good idea. Rodrigo Mendez, a 2-spot. Thank you, sir. Can you do a 6-month review of your Avianca card? Yes, I've had quite a few requests for it. I got it on my notes. I'm going to do a series of it's going to be called something like lesser reviewed cards or lesser talked about cards, and that's going to be one of them because I think it's a pretty good card. I think it's a niche card, or it's a good card for if that's your niche, or if you don't mind spending that money um, outside of your normal credit card annual fees. I think it's a little expensive, but I think if I think you can really make that work. So I'll do that. I'll look for that in the next couple weeks. When do you think another refresh of the Amex Platinum will come? That's a good question because here's a great indicator that I talked about maybe 5 months ago, and it seems like not very many people are picking up on this. But when you look at the American Express Business Platinum, it no longer has in the landing page the 35% bonus with your airline with your purchasing airlines purchasing airfare with your MR points. And how that works out is it comes out to 1.54 cents per MR point. Not bad, better than the CSR, but they took it off the landing page. You have to go into the terms and conditions and the offer inside the small print to find it, and it's still there. Now, normally when American Express does that, it's going away. So the fact that that benefit is no longer advertised and a lot of people are getting the card might not even know about that benefit, and the fact that they originally said that some of these credits and things were going to be expired on at the end of 2024. I think they originally wanted a 2025 refresh with new credits. They take those benefits away. They took that same airline bonus away from the business gold. So we'll see. I think at least with the business platinum, they refresh it. We're going to be looking at least $800, and they're going to do some market research on how that goes. And then shortly after, I would say wouldn't that would be the potential for the refresh on the personal card. Just my opinion. I definitely have no insider knowledge. Yeah, M2K Citi as a secondary. I when I run the numbers on with Rich with Points, his website, Citi for me didn't work as well as a secondary setup. But if I add the Premier and a custom cash to almost any setup, it enhances it. So if you added a custom cash and a Citi Strata Premier to your Chase setup, I think it enhances it quite a bit. Chase for Hyatt and IHG, and Citi for American Airlines. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't agree with Chase for IHG. I don't think I think the only thing you do with IHG is you buy the points or you earn them through cash days. I don't think you ever use Chase UR points for IHG ever. You can buy them for half a penny each. Watching on delay. 20. I'm not sure what that means. 22-minute mark. Video, iOS, blue, Y, and voice, gray bale, Y. Don't know what that means, but thank you. Yeah. What's Capital One going to do with Discover? From what I understand, they're going to remain separate companies. Let's all hope that Discover customer service wins that battle. And if that's the case, if Capital One had Discover customer service, which is a lot of times rated the best in the game, we're in for some treats. But I go for custom cash or double cash first. I would go for the custom cash first because I don't need the double cash. I did a video a while back that said trifectas are blown up and obsolete. It's because you only need one catch-all card. So I don't need a double cash if I have a Venture X. Hey, so Anna, just got the CSR at the end of October, and I binged all your videos on it. Love it. So, hey, thanks for stopping by, Day Soana, and thanks for watching. That CSR is a really good card for a lot of people, and it might get a bad rap by some. With Hawaiian kill fee and Citi buying out the Aviators. Yeah, Barclays might do well, but I mean, well, good for Barclays. Barclays is such a pain in the ass to deal with. I don't think I'll ever apply for any of their cards ever again. Just because I'm not faxing. I'm not going to Kinko's and faxing things I don't live in the Stone Age. I grew up in the 80s, man. I'm not going back. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Supra. Okay, late on the news. Citi has the Rascals. They are buying out Barclays, so Barclays will no longer be at some point. Barclays will no longer be able to issue American Airlines cards. And our biggest kind of idea is we're waiting to see if American Airlines becomes a transfer partner with Citi. Yeah, John, if you have a Wells Fargo mortgage, you could be earning Bilt. I have a Wells Fargo mortgage, but it's on my rental property, and that rental property's mortgage is you guys probably wouldn't believe how low it is. It's a very affordable house. So I put it this way, I wouldn't make very many points paying my mortgage with it. The Platinum OG is in the house. What's up, man? Tio's got a good idea. Mostly use the Advantage shopping portal for purchasing gift cards. You send out email offers and stack it up. Nice, man. I like your style. Juan Garcia. What's up, Juan? He missed the AA news. Citi has bought out Barclays to be the exclusive issuer at some point of American Airlines cards, and we all think that one day that will lead to American Airlines being a transfer partner of Citi, and we're happy for that. All right. Yeah, the Bilt mortgage announcement came out, but I'm going to be interested to see if that ever actually happens, because I think everybody kind of forgets that, some of this stuff is unfairly kind of reported on, um, you know, one credit card issuer cancels their priority pass restaurants and everybody throws a hissy fit. But Bilt kind of killed their rewards program, or at least their rent day portion of it. And everybody said, we'll give them a pass. They're basically, in a sense, their issuer is losing tons of money. So I don't know if they could continue costing Wells Fargo millions of dollars a month, billions of dollars a month, whatever it is, and continuing to add value. So I'll be interested in how that whole Bilt thing works out. I don't cover the Bilt card because I'm not a renter, and I don't see how I could ever get much value from that card or that program. Ricky's travel hacking, just got back from the Europe. Flew Emirates first. Absolutely amazing. Best flight. Nice. I'd love to hear about it, man. That's pretty cool. Then I could use the word trifecta. I didn't get into this game to say duo. I don't like the term trifecta, because trifecta has something to do with gambling. It doesn't really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly. Oh, this is a good question here. David John says, "What's the best travel credit card?" David, you watch the comments and you see all the different answers. So, guys, answer for David. What is the best travel card? What do I foresee the Strata Elite looking like if it comes out? Here's the thing, man. Boring answer, but the Strata Premier looked just like the Premier. I'm going to guess that the Strata Elite looks just like the Prestige card, with a higher annual fee and maybe some very minor tweaks. But I think it's going to be almost the same as the Citi Prestige card. And if that's true, I think that's a really good thing. Eric. Hey, Eric is generational, man. Hissy fit needs to be used more. Are we allowed to say hissy fit? I'm not. I think we can. I think Bilt gets a pass because it's no annual fee. And that's really weird because it also gets a pass without having a real sign-up bonus. Even the guys who are team sign-up bonus exclusively seem to give the Bilt card a pass with no bonus, not a real one. Nolan, you can only earn a limited amount of points on rent day now. They kind of nerfed it to where you can't manipulate all your spend on one day. What can you earn? 1,000 points on the 10,000 points, whatever it was. They capped the amount of points you can earn on rent day, which is probably the only day you should even be using that card. 1 year of paying rent with Bilt got me one night at a Category 6 Hyatt. Here, and that's awesome for you. But the Bilt card to me can only make sense for a renter in a high cost living city. Come to Central Ohio. You're not going to make that much money on Bilt. Buy a house, buy a couple houses. You're not going to earn that many points with Bilt. You're going to get 3 times on dining. So if you dine out every night, you might get a lot of Bilt points. But me personally, with my spend, that Bilt card is not going to do much for me. I love the partners, the transfer partners, big time. But the card, it just won't do anything for me. Got a lot of responses for the best travel card. Hey, Filmo, Toronto, YYZ, money flights to Europe. Absolutely. Great flights to Europe. To Dublin, we flew from Toronto to Amsterdam. Great flight. Yeah, definitely don't. If you're close to Toronto, if you're a New York or a Midwestern person, and it might be the same as New York or Chicago or whatever, definitely look at Toronto. Yeah. Max 1,000 points on rent day. That used to be the exploit you could really earn. Guys, I can go to the Alaskan shopping portal right now and get $1,000 on some Legos, or 1,000 points on some Legos. So not that big of a deal. Yeah, Tio Rocco, the Strata Premier is they fixed the issues with it. So I think it's a big time card now. The Bilt card won't make it in Chillicothe either. James Ragland, you know I'm from Chillicothe, right? I was raised in Chillicothe, my favorite city in the whole world besides New Orleans. Yeah, and you're not going to get any dining options in Chillicothe, Ohio, or 50 miles from there. I think the criticism Bilt is very fair. If you're into it, it's probably better to churn cards for subs. And that's the other thing, guys. They created this kind of this atmosphere where everybody thinks the only card I can pay rent with is this Bilt card. You can probably pay your rent with any one of your cards. So if you had the $3,000 or $4,000 rent, you can hit a sign up bonus at will by paying your rent with your card. Itachi. Use the Bilt card to earn a bunch of sign up bonus. Use the Bilt card to earn a bunch of sign up bonuses. It's the only way I can earn my $3,500 monthly spending. Split it 3 ways, but get all the points. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, and that's great, but I guess maybe my perspective is canted in a way that I can't even. It would be hard for me to even imagine being a renter because I enjoy real estate and I want to buy more real estate. I was saying that one night. Okay, Matt Darley, I'm sorry. That one night for a whole year of rent isn't much. I guess you're right, man. It depends on that category 6. It depends on how good of a time you had. But yeah, you're right. You got one night. Right now, Virgin has upper class for only 27,000. So awesome, man. All right, that reminds me. I do have some other stuff to get into. Since I'm just about caught up with the comments, let me see here. What's it? City Strata Premier, short list of cards to apply for. If someone's starting on a clean. Yeah, I think so. I think it's great. And I'm a big fan of City, man. But what's up, Luke? Now that City news broke, when will the AA devaluation come? I don't know, man. People have been waiting on it for a couple of years. I do think one's coming, but I think one's coming for every issuer, every program, every so often. So here we go. Where are we at here? We got booking anything lately? Oh, I didn't put that on there. City Lands AA deal. Okay, let's switch it up, guys. We're going to do the current transfer bonuses. And if anybody has any plans to transfer these things, Chase Aeroplane, a 20% boost when you transfer your UR points to Aeroplane. My opinion, that's probably one of the few programs I would speculatively transfer to. And I would do it now, but I already have like 250,000 Aeroplan points orphaned in their program, so I'm not going to. But I think that's a great opportunity. I know you love New Orleans. I'm going there in May. Any Rex places to check out? You've been to the World War II Museum? I like the common stuff, man. Haunted ghost tour at night, graveyard tour at night for sure. Cafe du Monde, absolutely. Mothers is a restaurant close to downtown. Someone recommended that we go to, and you'll go there and you'll think this is not super special, but by the time you leave, you'll say, I just kind of sat down at a local place and had a local lunch, and it was really cool. So Mothers, what else? Bourbon Street. I don't know if you're a partier or I'm not really interested in partying on Bourbon Street, but some of the other smaller hole-in-the-wall bars are really cool. Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop is the oldest bar in the United States, I think. Go check out Lafitte's and get a Purple Zombie. It's like corn liquor or moonshine or something, but that's good. Yeah, Ricky's got a point there. A lot of people were getting their subs done with their rent. Oh man, about to book London to Istanbul with a stopover in Krakow. That sounds. I'm jealous, dude. I'm so jealous. What we got here? Chase, 20% bonus to Flying Blue. If you guys watch my channel, you know I'm a big fan of Flying Blue. I think it's a great program. You basically from North America, you basically have to fly to Amsterdam or Paris, but you can fly anywhere in Europe from there. You can also use that for domestic flights with Delta. Love Flying Blue. Love their program. Their website's great. The only thing I don't like is they have a pretty high cancellation fee. And I cancel a lot of stuff. Chase, again, Chase got a lot of bonuses, 70% to IHG. What do you guys think? Is this worth doing? You can purchase IHG points for half a penny a lot of times, meaning you could transfer your Chase points into cash for a 100% bonus. I personally would not transfer to IHG at 70% unless it was something I needed right now, but your mileage may vary. Brother, we're getting to that. Uh-oh, Citizen Zero canceled that gold card. Don't tell anybody, they'll get mad at you. A lot of gold card fanatics. Flying Blues, fantastic. Brady, that's a trap. You're absolutely right. 110% Team Hilton, but the Marriott on Bourbon is a great place to stay while in New Orleans. Okay, now, and I'll say the best place to stay in New Orleans is the Waldorf Astoria, the Roosevelt, which is a Waldorf property. Love it. We got Uncle Luke in the house. This is my Uncle Luke. This is my other Uncle Luke. Do you see the Hilton Aspire is giving out complimentary Delta? Yeah, I don't know if it was the Hilton Aspire Amex, but the Hilton gave me complimentary Delta Silver status today. I didn't read it. I forgot to kind of get into it, but there is a Delta Hilton cross promotion that is pretty good. Take a look at your emails when you get home. Most of you are probably home. What's up, Jake? So we did IHG. Here we go. American Express, 35% transfer bonus to Marriott. Don't do it unless you need those 4,000 or 5,000 Marriott points right now. Not a good transfer, I don't think. If you're a big time Marriott person, then by all means do your thing. But I don't think you're getting a ton of value out of those MR points by doing that transfer. On the other hand, a couple guys in the chat have already mentioned these crazy great deals from Virgin, and I don't think those deals are going to be around forever. I think their dynamic pricing is going to tighten up, but for right now, transferring MR points to Virgin at plus 40% is really good opportunity to either get some of those awesome flights or to look into those Virgin cruises. Now, I accidentally booked a Virgin cruise this year, and it was a real kind of a pain in the butt to cancel. I say accidentally, it's a long story. Maybe I'll talk about it some other time, but some people love those Virgin cruises. I think it's a younger person thing for me than me. It's a younger partying crowd, so I didn't want to do it. But do I think American Express to Virgin at plus 40% is a good idea? Yeah, it's great. This one I wrote down really quick. So JetBlue, I think with American Express, you can transfer 250 MR points for 200 JetBlue points. Well, that's going to be 1-to-1 temporarily. So I think that's a 20% boost, or it's either 20 or 25. My brain's not working in that capacity right now. So it's just going to be 1-to-1. Does anybody think that's a good idea? I don't fly JetBlue. I've never even seen a JetBlue. So I don't have anything to do with them. I don't have any experience. I can't recommend doing that or not. David Ruiz, your category 1 through 4, they have a Hyatt. Is it a Hyatt Regency that's on Bourbon and it's off Bourbon Street and another street. Somebody in here stayed there for the creator meetup, and I think one side of it's quiet, one side of it's noisy. So they do have a Hyatt that's in the French Quarter. Chase to Avios 20%, but I don't see that on my Chase. That might be targeted. Citizen Zero grew up in Panama. It's cool to see. Yeah, man. I went there with my dad. Here's a funny story real quick with Panama. My dad had a really bad year. So I said, hey, man, get your passport. I'm going to take you somewhere. I didn't tell him where it was. Now, here's the ironic part. My dad was in the Army in the 70s and was in the 101st Airborne Division and did some time in Panama. Well, they did their jungle training and did some Panama Canal stuff, but the guys that were there didn't like being in Panama. So he always talked about how much he didn't like it. So I took him down there for the tourist part of Panama. And he didn't realize where we were going until we connected in Houston, and he's getting ready to get on the plane. And he didn't seem really happy about it. Well, fast forward, we're done with our trip. He said it was the best trip of his life. We did so much cool stuff. We were super busy the whole time. So I highly recommend Panama. Citizen Zero, do you say Panama? Panama? But I'm a big fan of Panama. Great place, cool place. Um, I would like to go back. Let's see here. Oh, Joe Zombie did a Virgin cruise. Good job separating the party atmosphere from everyone else. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that. Where are we at here? Okay. Capital One, you got nothing. And here's something I also saw. Some people are reporting a possible 15% bonus from Amex MR points to Avianca Life Miles. It's not, it might be targeted because it's not on my account and it's also not on my Life Miles account. Sometimes with Life Miles, that bonus is on the Life Miles side. So when you transfer, they add the 15%. I couldn't find it anywhere, but it was reported by some people as an active bonus. So your mileage may vary. And I think that Avios bonus might be targeted as well. Yeah, Cesar, jungle expert in Panama. Apparently that's rough training. If you did it, Cesar, did you eat did you drink the blood from the snake? Are you a snake eater? A lot of cool stories from those 1970s veterans. Okay, the Platinum OG says the Virgin Cruises are nice too. Okay, what's this say? Uncle Luke, would you recommend somewhere warm for New Year's? Looking at Dubai or I've never been to Sydney. I have been to Dubai. I don't know if I recommend Dubai. It wasn't for me because it was kind of plastic and fake, if you ask me. It was almost like if you went on an Instagram reel of Dubai, those 15 places that are on the Instagram reels are the 15 places you'll go to, and they'll look exactly the same, and it's not really all that cool. But would I go there? Yeah, I would. If you've never been there, I would go there for New Year's. I mean, you might like it a lot more than me. I did not like it. It was cool. Yeah, guys, we got 140 people in here. Slap the like button for me if you would, please. Obstacle course there was called Green Hell. I got to do it in the Boy Scouts. That's awesome. That is really cool. Yeah, my dad was not. He was very unsure about going back to Panama, and by the time we left, he hasn't stopped talking about it. That was in January, so he had a blast. We visited an indigenous tribe, ate lunch with them, and got to dance around with them and stuff like that. We went to I don't know what they're called, the islands off the north coast of Panama. Visited all those islands and stuff there. I went through another indigenous tribe's land to get there. Did all kinds of good stuff. Oh, geez. Say so. You got to eat anything you found in the jungle. And yeah, depending on the instructor, they had some rituals. Yeah, okay. That's very cool. My dad still talks about it. He didn't like it, but he still talks about it. Oh, here's a good one. Should Ohio State fire Ryan Day? Short answer, yes. I think you have to. But I'm a fan of Ryan Day. I think he's brought so many number one draft picks and so many great quarterbacks and receivers. But here in Ohio, you have to beat that team up north, and he hasn't done it in 4 years. And I don't think anybody gets a pass for that here. And I'd also make a prediction. I think Urban Meyer comes back. I think Urban Meyer will be coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes again. And I think that puts us at a really good chance of winning a lot of games. The Platinum OG, does KLM do cheap or free stuff? Yeah, you know what? They do something. I'm not familiar with it because I haven't done it, but I just passed over an article that said how to book a stopover with KLM or with Flying Blue. So Google that. I don't remember where it was, but I didn't read it because like I said, it's hard for me to do stopover because I have a short amount of time. Oh boy, Tio likes the blue. Nothing wrong with that, man. I don't hate that team. I kind of root for them every game but one. Michael Williams says Ryan Day's Cooper 2.0. And Cooper was a great guy. Cooper brought a lot of great athletes. But if you can't beat that team when you have a far superior lineup than them, then you have to go. Sorry, Ryan. All right, guys. Been on over an hour. We're going to go into this, and Nobody really guessed it in the comments. And it's not cool. We're not going to spend a bunch of time on it, but I got the, what did I think I have the little, I have a, yeah, here we go. If you can, I don't know how to make that bigger, but if you can see that, I got the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express. Not going to spend a bunch of time talking about it or anything like that, but I got it because it's $200, $300 bonus, $300 bonus. I just did a video on the Navy Federal Duo with this card and the flagship Visa. I think it's a great 1-2 punch for a cashback setup. No annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, no cash advance fees. Just a great overall card that I'll keep forever. I like doing business with Navy Federal. Is there any real tactical reason why I would have this in my lineup? No. I can get better cashback rates on every category, but I wanted it just in case one day I go all the way down to a simple cashback duo. And I also got it for $300 during Christmas time. Come on. It's easy card to get. I like having a relationship with Navy Federal, so I'll take their $300. Nope, there's no questions for Carlos tonight.
Can I get back on the internet now?
Give me about 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Wife is paying our property tax for the first time with debit cards from Staples to get 5 times Chase points on office supplies on top of the sign-up bonus. Wish her luck. Yeah, I wish her luck. But I think I've done it before, so I think she'll be all right. I think that's a good strategy. I know that some of those issuers do not like when people talk about that online, so I won't talk too much about it. But I've done it. I think she'll be good, and it's a great way to earn some points. Sun Gwyn, 3-spot super sticker. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I also saw, thanks for stopping by, Sun. Sun is in Antigua. I think that is super cool, man. I've never been there. It's on the list. I appreciate you stopping by, and maybe we'll bump into each other in Antigua. Flagship's amazing. I believe having the flagship Navy Fed pays your Amazon Prime membership. Technically, it's only supposed to do it once, but it seems that if you continually pay for it with your Navy Federal flagship card, it will still credit every year, which is great. Cesar's got the 2% card, the newer one, and the more rewards. Yeah, it's a fantastic duo. And Navy Federal's, I like working with them. I had a flip I was about to work on. I was going to apply for the Lowe's card with Amex, but apparently it is going now. I didn't know it was going. Amex is making some moves. Amex is interesting right now. I'm kind of taking a break from Amex in the hope that I can get back in there with them later. Let me see here. All right, guys, we've been on an hour and 10 minutes. I got about 10, 15 minutes left. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them for you. But I super appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. I know it's Christmas time, and I know there's a big football game coming on real soon. That's why I want to cut it short. My son asked me, I asked him when I should release this next video, and he said Sunday. And I said, Charlie, I don't go against NFL football. I'll never go against, like here in Central Ohio, you can't plan an event on Friday night because you can't go against high school football. So I won't. Thomas Hapiak, what's up, man? Nice to see you back. So yeah, you won't see any Sunday releases for me on football season. I think my next video will be out Saturday at noon. I think I can get this one out. And I actually did the video before this AA news came out, but Boxer, other than points, any good reason to have an ink preferred and a sapphire card? I think it's either or. I'll be honest. I think that's, sorry, my nose itches. I think that's either or, but I also think you can play around with that. Like if you're doing a certain kind of travel, maybe you go up to a sapphire reserve and you move that ink preferred to an ink cash, and then maybe the following year you switch that, you go to a lower cost setup, you move that sapphire reserve down to a Freedom Flex, and you take that ink preferred or that ink cash and put it back up to a preferred. I think depending on how much you're using the portal, Yeah, I definitely think I think it's one or the other. I had both for a while and now I don't. Michael Robbins, Navy Fed's great. Penn Fed is going to crap. Penn Fed will not give me a credit card. Now, granted, I have tons of inquiries, but they won't give me a credit card, man. I have a checking account with them. I've had some other stuff with them. They just won't give me a card. When is your prediction video for the next year coming? It'll be soon. Where is the Chase Emerald? Let's see. Premium City and Wells cards and the new Capital One cards. Yeah, I'll have a prediction video probably the next couple weeks. I plan on putting out a lot of content in December, and it's not because I like to work. It's because I recently read that the advertiser rates are higher in December for Christmas, so it kind of helps us if we put out some extra content. But yeah, I'll do a prediction. I'm terrible at predictions, but I'll put one out here in a couple weeks. Tio got the Surpass. Love that card. One day at Hilton Boston. Boston is very cool. Should I upgrade the card next September for the Aspire for the Diamond status? And not unless you can't apply for the Hilton Aspire. If you can hold both, I would. I think they're that good. I think the Surpass is great. I think the Aspire is great. I'd want to get the bonus for both of them. The Ink Preferred actually does better on the travel than the Sapphire Preferred. Yeah, I don't like the Sapphire Preferred. I don't like that card. I much prefer the Ink Preferred. Wife purchased a few thousand at Lowe's, the American Airlines shopping. Lowe's canceled the order and we keep. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. That's a good thing about some of those shopping portals is they don't have the time to really, claw those back. They're not worried about it. Yeah, that's the one they won't pre-approve me for the Pathfinder. I'll keep trying. Yeah, I think NFCU's customer service is pretty good. I like calling them. I shouldn't say I like calling them. I don't use the phone, but people are talking about an AA devaluation soon. Understandable. They've not done it in a long time, but it doesn't devaluate. Yeah, I think one's coming. I don't know if the thing is they're always coming. We just have to hope that it's kind of light, not that big of a deal. But yeah, there's definitely going to be one coming soon. I'm running the first Central Ohio travel hacking meetup this Sunday in Dublin, Ohio. I could probably go there. Yeah. You can email me or message me or whatever you want to do and tell me where. I could probably check it out. I don't really have to watch the Bengals game because they suck so bad. But yeah, that'd be fun. A&A uses the 850 award chart. Yeah, A&A is tough for me though because it's one of those places where it's hard for me to get that much time off work to go all the way over there. JP Grace says, "Happy holidays, gang. Like the video, everyone." Yes, sir. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for stopping by, JP. Okay, Ricky. I'll be looking out for that. All right, guys. I'm going to jump off here. Like I said earlier, and like I say every time, I wholly appreciate you guys stopping by. I know everybody's busy during this time of year. And okay, Thomas Happick, good to catch you live. Thomas, go ahead and rewatch it, man. We had some good information on this one. But like I said, I appreciate you guys. Next video will be Saturday at noon. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time.